Okay, this is take 2 because I screwed up the first movie. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2019. Anyways, this is the beginning of CasertaVecchia. This is the little chapel that's right at the beginning of the village. And I'm just going to go in and do a quick look at the inside of the chapel so you can see what's in there. It's very, very old. And I don't really know what's on here, but okay, and now we're going to turn around, and that big hill that's right there is the beginning of the village, and we're going to walk up there and make sure we don't get killed by the cars. Anyways, here we are walking into the village. It begins at this hill. It's a very steep hill, and it's not a lot of fun walking up it. It's really tiring. And this over here is the restaurant that belongs to the hotel. We eat here frequently. It's very good. Right. This restaurant belongs to the hotel, and by Franco, his mother's name is Casella, and he's a cousin, cugino. And this is the entranceway up to the village. It's a very steep hill. And by the time we get to the top, mezzo moto. And you can see off to the right, it's what's left of the castle. That round cylinder, there were 6 of those round cylinders at the castle, and they had a big moat around water around it also. The village was established in 865 by the Longobards, and the story goes that they thought there were treasures buried inside that castle, and it was invaded by the Swabarians way back in the early days, and this is what's left to it. And when I get to the top, I'll try and show you what's left inside. There isn't much. Whew. It's a very tough hill to walk up. As you can see, this village is at the top of a mountain, and it's actually Mount Virgo. They call the Piccolo Montana. It means small mountains. Almost at the top. It's a very tough hill to walk up. And I'm gonna pan over to the left a little bit, and what's down there is the big city of Gazeta. It's a pretty big city. There's a big palace down there, and off to the left is Mount Vesuvius, the volcano that erupted over Pompeii. But it's got some cloud cover, so I really can't see it too good now. Maybe I'll catch a better picture of it later on. Anyways, we're getting close. I'll take you up into the castle and then give you a bird's eye view of what's in there, which isn't much except for ruins. And there goes the jogger with a bella curva, mamma mia. Nice to be young, giovane. This is like the beginning of the village here. But before we start the village, we're going to take a quick tour of the castle. And this is the walkway up into the castle. Part of the castle that's in ruins, and to the left is a restaurant, big restaurant. And the bells you hear coming from the bell tower. Oh, it only rang once, twice, because it's 2 o'clock. It rings every hour and every half hour. If it was 3 o'clock, it rings 3 times. Anyway, so you heard 2, maybe you heard it. And I'll walk up over here a little bit, see if I can get a view of the inside of the castle. Oh, it's open over here. Maybe we get inside to get a good look. There's the bell tower. Okay, this is what's left of the castle inside. We're gonna start a journey through the village now. Alright, we're leaving the castle. You gotta watch where you walk. A lot of kani kaka. There were many wars fought over this castle here in the early days. with the Swaberians and a couple other people, the Longobards, all dated back into the mid-800th century. Here's a good shot of the city of Gazeta down below. It's a pretty big city. As you go down there every day for something, either for lunch or for breakfast or something. We're already coming into the first piazza of CasertaVecchia, and to my right here is one of the bigger restaurants and popular restaurants here in the village. It has a beautiful view. At night, everybody sits up into the restaurant. You can see there's glass windows up above, and they look down and they see the view at night with all the lights lit up of the city. And off to the left is another restaurant. And there's a little saint here, and if you pray to the saint and sincere about your prayers, what you ask for you will get. Anyways, now we're walking into the beginning of the village, one of the main streets that everybody walks through and comes into. And along the left are several restaurants, all pretty good. I've eaten in all of them. One of my favorites is the hotel at the bottom where we started the tour. And this is a little street that goes down. I'll probably come back and come up it later. Walking over the cobblestones, you got to be careful. They get pretty slippery, they're pretty slick. Got some grapes off the vine, and my friend Eliana likes everything and eats everything, so she's going to eat the grapes. Uva. This is a Castellana. I like this restaurant. They have good sausage sandwiches here. I have sausage sandwiches there a lot. It's very nice. Okay, off to the right over here is a small little souvenir shop. Things always be open. Bunch of junk in there. This is you can see the bell tower and the dome from the cathedral. And this little street here, we get around the corner. My good friends in the restaurant Toscano, Cinzia Toscano, and this is a little street that goes down before we get to the restaurant. And the house here on the right, inside this courtyard, are my cousins. Futanato Farina and his son lived there. This is my favorite restaurant right here, and it's Francesco Toscano and his daughters Cinzia and Eleonora, and it's very nice. I eat here almost every night. I'll come here and have a glass of wine and talk to them. And there's the bell tower up there. We'll be coming into the piazza. And they have this beautiful pastry all the time, made by Cinzia. And we're going to go inside and say hello. And these are my friends in here. Francesco, come stai? Ah, mamma, come stai? Ciao, tutto bene? Hello. Salve. Alright, we're going to continue our journey down in Eleonora.
Ciao. Ciao. Adesso vado in America con questo. Più tardi. Ci vediamo dopo.
Now we're going to continue our journey down the street and get the name of the restaurant here. And you can see the bell tower, and we're going to come into the main piazza. There's another small little street that comes out. If we get a chance, we'll go down that street too. And a small church, small chapel before the big cathedral. The name of this street is Via Annunziata. Via Annunziata. Buongiorno. It's another little street. Hopefully we'll get a chance to walk up this street. I'm going to try and walk through all the streets. That street there, that's the name of this one here. And this lady here leaves her boots outside, so she knows where she lives. And now we're coming into the main piazza. This is the main piazza here, where everybody gathers and comes. There's another restaurant, Mastrangelo, and over here is the home of the priest. It used to be Padre Petro. Now they got a new priest, and I don't remember his name. And this here is the entrance to the church, and all the things coming off the church. We'll do a quick look inside before we continue down the road. It's inside the church. There's somebody buried in there. This little thing they're doing over, they're fixing it up. Confession box. Holy water. More holy water here. And the baptismal, everybody gets baptized, is over here. It's also under construction. Alright, we're going to continue our journey outside. Again, it's the main piazza. That's off to the back of the church. And a little view of the whole cathedral, the bell tower. A lot of people come through this village because it's an old medieval village and it's a historic site. And it's another street through the village. And we'll probably come up the street later. This is called Piazza Vescavado. And this street here is St. Miguel Arcangelo. And we'll continue down here, and to get to my house I go down here via Della Valle. We go down this street here. We'll take a walk down here after we walk around a little bit, but right now we're going to continue down St. Miguel Arcangelo. Miguel. I think this is going to end pretty soon. I got to start a new one. This street here is Vescavado, and down this street is where my house is, down to the end. You take a left and around the corner. You can see the streets are all very narrow here. And when I first started coming here, anybody could drive in the village. Now you have to have a special pass to drive to the village here.